Hectic finish, but you won.
Important for us that we carry on this, because this was what made us make that 4 wins in a row and made us win today. So we have to carry on.
Anthony's been a great recruit. 3 goals in 3 Premier League games.
No, obviously he's an amazing player. We knew the qualities he had. Obviously we know that all the players up front have such good qualities. Anthony is one of that. That's why the club pay that amount of money for him. So we are really happy for him, but we want even more for him.
And we can't leave without mentioning Cristiano Ronaldo. That's his 700th club goal. Good man to have off the bench.
It's tough still counting goals to Cristiano, because every week seems like a new record. Obviously we are really happy. He's been working hard to find his goal. We saw it in the last Thursday. Was tough for him because he tried really hard. The keeper made good saves. The post stopped him. For a little bit didn't score, but today he had the goal and we win. So that's the most important. I think for Cristiano is the most important is that the team wins, and obviously for him as a striker, he wants to score goals. Everyone knows him, and we are really happy for that.
And yesterday in the Premier League, Manchester City, Southampton, Haaland, of course, 1 point behind Chelsea in 4th place, and Arsenal have retaken top spot in the league. They are 14 points clear of Liverpool in the Football League. In the bottom half, they're in 12th now with 10 points from their opening 9 games. From Goodison Park to come, analysis with Rio, Jolien and Joe after Man United got back to winning ways, and the man with the winner, the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo. Welcome back to Goodison Park. Manchester United have beaten Everton here. Cristiano Ronaldo off the bench to score the winner, his 700th club goal this evening. And their unbeaten run at an end here. Jolien, we talked Man United just before the break. From Everton's perspective, how much of a setback was tonight?
Yeah, it's a setback because it's on such a good run in regards to 6 games unbeaten, but under tonight's performance they can't look like they could have won this game. I don't think any keeper was really troubled apart from the last 5 minutes when De Gea and Everton put a lot of pressure putting balls into the box, but overall in general play I don't think they created enough chances. Anthony Gordon was quieter than he usually has been in recent weeks, and probably didn't utilise him or Mope enough in regards to making the defenders defend, putting the balls down the channel. We've seen it a little bit more when Dominic Calvert-Lewin came on, but overall from a defensive point of view and players coming to Goodison, that was a pretty easy performance for defensive side of Manchester United's game.
We talked about the need for Manchester United to bounce back. Does it feel, though, Joe, that Man City can just demolish anybody at the moment, but tonight that was the sort of game that they have to be winning if they want to finish in the top 4 this season?
Yeah, I think Man City was catching Man City at their absolute brilliant best for 45, 50, 60 minutes. They still managed to score 3 goals in that game, regardless of when they come. But tonight, they dug in. We've all known it. Jolien's played it. It's such a tough place to come, you know. And Frank's got them at it. And Frank's got, you know, they're diligent. They're at it. The midfield are powerful. So Manchester United had to play well tonight, you know. And not so much had to play well, they had to compete. And that's what they did. Having Casemiro in there, you block in the lines, give a little bit more strength, a bit more stability in the midfield, and then it allowed Anthony, Rashford, later on Ronaldo to get into the game, and they created enough chances. They could be, and for me, the big tick for Manchester United tonight was the character in the last 5 minutes in dealing with the set pieces that were coming in. That
they needed it.
They needed it, and Varane just coming off the bench. You can come in cold. It's October, it's freezing. He's used to the sun shining in Madrid. He's coming on, and then he's getting shelled with crosses, and you know everyone flying in, and he dealt with that. I know he's an experienced campaigner, but he's still doing it. So that shows that there's some fight in this Manchester United team. There's something for the fans to cling on to under Ten Hag. But listen, there's still a lot of holes in their game, and they're still a million miles away from Manchester City. But that's a positive for tonight for United.
He stood firm and he had to. Or we might be talking about Jordan Pickford getting the equaliser here tonight. It was the Rio Ronaldo with the winner here this evening, and we saw that Real Madrid connection in action for it, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, Casemiro first and foremost in this. The first bit I play here, he gives that ball away and you think, oh, and we was all like,
he's not centre forward standing with Conor. He gives Conor Cody a problem straight away just by going and standing over there when the right back vacates. But Rio's right. Quicker centre half may have been able to shuffle that, but he still had enough and it was a good finish.
But also I think Pickford could have helped him out as well. I think the position and the speed that he comes out with means Conor Cody doesn't get that last 2-3 strides to make a tackle. I think if he's on his line or closer to his line, all of a sudden, because Cody's nearly there, and obviously Ronaldo will have to steady himself when he's taking a strike. So maybe if he's a little bit deeper, it allows kind of Cody to get 2 more strides in or an extra stride and make a tackle on attempt.
You're both centre halves there. Connor Cody, is he thinking if I can just get there in time to block the far post, Jordan Pickford's then got to deal with the near post?
That's the thing. I think when you're defending, you can't stop everything, and especially when it's Ronaldo, you're never going to stop everything. But you have to limit his options, and his option is to shoot with his left foot near post. So you're kind of backing your goalie in that scenario, and it's obviously he's world class, so he can finish.
I think a big thing to point out as well, that chance there, after what happened in midweek in Europa League, where he missed multiple chances, you could see the frustrations seeping out of his pores.
It felt like the whole team was desperately trying to
but you know him better than anyone will. That one phase in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that a lot of players would have come into this game and that chance would have come and they would probably shied away from it, and maybe they would have just had to take another 2 steps, allowing the defender to get back. This guy just doesn't feel that pressure. It's just, them chances are gone now, wiped out. I'm here to do a job, and it's just testament to somebody at the age that he is at, with all that he's achieved, still having that drive and determination to come on and prove people wrong, because there's no doubts in my mind he's not sitting there satisfied with what he's done. There's still more to be done. It's crazy with the numbers that this guy's achieved.
He loves a record, it feels, and a milestone. As Julian said, you know him really well. How will he feel to be at that 700 mark?
Yeah, he'll be delighted with that, but I think the bigger picture for him now, immediately, I think in time he'll look back and be happy with that. But I think right now he'll be sitting there and he'll probably be sitting and thinking to the manager, I've given you something to think about now. You dare try and leave me out again. That will be his thinking. I
don't think the manager does. I don't think, because even tonight, like, that is why he's in the team. Like, the intensity was there throughout the team, you could say, but he's not in there to press. Like,
does that change Ten Hag's thinking about him now?
It has
going forward.
It has to, because he's the one player you want in that situation, regardless of any goal scoring opportunity. You want Ronaldo to have it, and they're not coming free flowing. They're not creating multiple chances every game. It's limited. So if you keep creating limited chances, you want the person that you know has the highest conversion rate.
Yeah, I think you both hit the nail on the head earlier when we were talking about, like, with Ronaldo was out of the team, and then you see the front three pressing like mad, and you can see something visually and go, right, that's Man United. That's where they're going. All right, Ronaldo's at 38, can't do that. But they're not even pressing like mad, the front three. They press a little bit. Like, when he comes on, they don't lose anything in the press for me. So, like, from an outsider looking at you, like, why is he not playing? Because you know he's going to bring you moments, guaranteed.
Well, today they made their most retrievals of the ball in the opposition's final third. So Ronaldo's on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? This season they've won the ball back more than any other time this season. So it says that it can be done with him in the team if the whole team's functioning right.
Well, Eric Ten Hag said on Thursday Man United were not that good. Let's see what he made of them this evening here at Goodison Park. Here he is with Des.
Eric had a few nervous moments at the end there, but overall that must be a very satisfying performance.
We are quickly 1-0 down, but the reaction of the team is good, and also was one of our aims to deal better with setbacks, and now they stay composed, came in the game, play out of a good formation. I think first 35 minutes were quite impressive from our side.
You complained that they were too static in recent games, and did you see an advance there? Did you see better pressing from the side as well?
Yeah, I think especially the first half was the pressing well, and Everton didn't come out, and it was difficult for them to come in the game, and the game is to get switches and get a lot of crosses in, and we didn't allow them, so happy with that.
You mentioned the early goal for Everton. I think as Casemiro was introduced to how quickly tackles fly in this kind of game.
Yeah, but I think he will anticipate quickly, and you saw that during the game how important he is. He's that composed, winning a lot of balls, winning also the ball, the goal from Cristiano Ronaldo. So he grew into the game. So good performance.
Yeah. What was the Martial injury? Was this a recurrence of his previous?
No, I don't think so. Something different. He had a problem in his back. But he was important. Assist on the goal with Anthony. Yeah. So happy with that. And once again, we are also happy with all the subs who are coming on. And Cristiano making the winning goal. Clear. But also Scott, Rafa was in the end. You mentioned some 4 difficult situations, and you see how important Rafa is there with his organization and his heading capacity.
Yeah, and you generally managed the second half until that flurry at the end.
Yeah, ball can always come in, and we should have scored already, and I think it was a goal. Then was the game over, but we had many more spaces we didn't use in the counter in attacking transition. So yeah, that's the next step we have to make. But I think happy with the result, of course, but for a lot of periods also happy with the performance.
And tonight was a step in itself, because it's quite a hard place to come and get any result.
It's difficult here. You are right. Goodison Park, Everton, the crowd behind, but also they are in a really good series. Everton, 7 games unbeaten, and also difficult to score against them. And now we scored 2, maybe 3, so that's good.
Well done. Thanks, Eric.
Please.
Yes, they have been tough to beat this season, Everton, but Manchester United have done it with that 2-1 win. He talked, Rio, about Casemiro there as well, saying he grew into the game. You wondered whether at the start it was perhaps the wrong game to start him under the lights here at Goodison, but how do you think he did improve as the game went on?
No, I think Casemiro plays in any game in this country. I think, like the manager said there, he's somebody who has the experience. He's won multiple Champions Leagues, 5 to be precise. He has the experience. He understands football. Although it's a different stadium, different environment, he'll get used to it and adapt quickly because of the intelligence. You don't play at them levels without having a level of intelligence. Yes, he started poorly, gave the ball away for the goal, but as the manager said, he grew into the game. These are the parts you bring him for. If you had a highlights reel on him, on his performance today with the ball, you'd say he shouldn't be playing maybe. But without the ball, positions that he took up, the way that he regained possession, positions he took up and didn't allow players to play the ball forward into dangerous areas, that is what you need in your team if you're going to have any stability in this team. And this is his touch map. Like I say, I'm not too concerned with him on the ball. He'll give it to the players that are there to create. That's been his game his whole career. He's there to plug gaps, plug spaces. And for me, and for probably Joel would agree, as a centre-back, in a game like this or any type of game in this league, you need someone in front of you who knows how to marshal that space in front to not give away opportunities easy.
I think it highlights in the fact that Martinez and Lindelof haven't had bad games, but they've had limited things to do because of the positions he's put himself in, and that was the thing I used to love. Michael Carrick, Gareth Barry, Nigel de Jong used to always position himself to make me do less work, which again as a centre half is what you want to do.
The dream to have in front of you, though.
Oh, definitely. As you said, he's got so much knowledge and experience. Nothing's going to faze him. Yeah, I think the highlight of last week's performance has made the manager put him in today. I don't think he starts if the performance was better last week, but listen, he grew into the game and showcased what he can do.
He's the only midfield player in this whole squad who knows how to defend instinctively, and it's part of their makeup and the best part of their game.
Yeah, well, he delivered tonight then in that 2-1 win for Man United here. We're going to get some Everton reaction after the break. We'll hear from Frank Lampard. His 6-game unbeaten run is at an end this evening here at Goodison Park. We'll hear from the Toffees boss when we come back.
Fantastic atmosphere at Goodison Park here. It's Iwobi. Chance here, Anthony, can he finish it? Yes, he can. That's Casemiro arriving. What a chance. Is this the 700? It is. Cristiano Ronaldo, landmark goal. Rashford strike. It did touch a hand. It stays to Everton trying everything they know for an equaliser. And a brilliant save. Manchester United get a very, very big 3 points.
All 3 points going to Manchester United this evening. A first defeat for Everton in 7 games. Let's see what Frank Lampard made of it. He's with Des.
Frank, what's your assessment of tonight? I mean, you threw everything, had it in the last few minutes, just wasn't quite enough.
No, I think the game was lost in the first half from our point of view. It was a performance short of where we've been. And against a team the quality of Manchester United, I think if you make mistakes, turnovers that lead directly to goals, it's a big threat of theirs, always has been, and we allowed that, so that's disappointing from our point of view.
You got off to a great start, however. With Wobie goal, just didn't capitalise on that.
Yeah, it was a great start, and maybe in effect it kind of made us a tiny bit passive in our game, I think, off the ball. I think we sort of sat in a bit there, and we had to correct parts of our press at half time because we were late to things, and I didn't like some of that stuff in the first half, and it was better in the second half. And as you say, we pushed with a lot of spirit in the end. I sort of applaud that a little bit from our point of view. But it's disappointing because of where we're at. Have been moving in a good direction, and we just get checked. Might not be the worst thing in the long term.
Did the Anthony goal just rattle you a little bit?
It's just a goal that's it's normal, isn't it? They score a goal when you go 1-0 up. You feel like we're playing well recently, so you feel like you might have a chance to sort of assert some authority in the game. But that didn't really happen, to be fair to Manchester United. They had good possession and moved the ball well. And again, you reflect. There's a lot of things I can reflect on in the game, things that is our job to, and details of the game. But then when you look at it in a cold light of day, it's 2 mistakes from us that lead directly to their goals, and those goals affect the result.
If you're looking for some positives, Alex Iwobi is a player that's continually improving. You seem to have sort of put an arm around him and given him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I think he just feels that from me. So I don't have to have a million conversations with him. He plays well, plays at a really high level. Been doing that for a long time last season and into this season, and he wants more goals in his game, and he scores a great goal. So that's a great thing. I thought his performance in itself was good. A little bit of the sort of tactical discipline in the team I wasn't in love with first half, and maybe, as I say, it's a check. When you play a team the level of Manchester United, a lot of people talk about Man U, their result last week or whatever. The reality is they've got some really good players and a good way of playing, and if you can't affect them and get close to them to disrupt that, they can gain a bit of control in the game, and in the first half we allowed them to do that.
Thanks very much, Frank.
Thanks, Des. Thank you.
Yeah, Frank Lampard saying Everton were a lot better in the second half, pushing towards the end. Do you think, though, Jolien, with it being the first game this season under the floodlights here, it